Hello, welcome into today's edition. If you've been following this channel, you've signed in already for Azure and you've logged into the Azure portal. In today's edition, I'm going to be walking you through the Azure portal. My name is Clovis Ledoga. Let's take a ride into the Azure portal. When you log in to the Azure portal, this is how, for the very first time as a beginner, this is how your Azure portal looks like. You can configure this the way you want. The very first thing I would recommend you as a beginner to kind of get a quick knowledge about it, it's to get into the Quick Start Center right here. If you click on Quick Start Center, it gives you many different beginner skills that you need to learn in order to know how to utilize the Azure portal, how to start a project into the Azure portal and all of that. If you look at going through the Quick Start Center, you see get started with Azure. You see you can navigate to the Azure portal and your free account. Here, this has videos that is going to give you short knowledge about this Azure portal environment. The very first one, if you look at it here, it gives you 20 minutes, right? If you click here on start, it's going to take you to a video whereby it can teach you how to lavish your Azure account or even Azure portal as a beginner. If you go back to the Quick Start Center, you see here, starting your project, it can give you how you can navigate within Azure portal, create accounts and stuff like that. Now, without that, if you don't want this setup as it is here, this is the home tab and this is the default settings of Azure portal. Now, you have favorite features already available here or other informations that you need to know. Here, this is where you can come here to do some settings in your Azure account. And I'm going to walk through here how to change the settings, the default to the environment that you would like to. So here, if you come here, you'll notice that these are other features. You'll see this is your account log, your logged in account. And if you click over here, it will tell you the login account, login information. You can switch the directories and stuff like that. You can equally come over here under settings. And if you click on settings, or you can click on that switch account, it will take you to this information. If you want to change the settings, well, you need to come over here. You will see here the features. You have directories and subscription, appearance and setup view, language. You can change your language and all of that. Then your informations that you use to sign in and many other informations you can find out here. If you come over here, appearance and setup view, you look at how it appears here. If you want to change the setup view to kind of something configured to your own taste, you can, for example, I can go to docket, then you go down to collapse, and then this collapse is going to be like the settings of those features that you have in your account. It's going to be the way it's going to be set up. You can come over here, you say dark, and you go down, you can leave this as known, you go down, you can leave it at home, and then you say apply. Now it's going to give you this view. If you don't want this view, you can equally change the way you want it. For example, let's leave it using this view, and then I go back to home page. Coming over here again, you will see here, it will give you if you click over here, it says, or you hover over it, it tells you Cloud Shell. This is where you can kind of configure to kind of get a PowerShell, or you want version and stuff like that. You can set it through here. And if you want to go through the PowerShell options, it's going to ask you to kind of create a storage account, or no, you don't want to create a storage account. You can also decide to select that. Then you're going to have to select your subscription. Okay, then if you create that account, it's going to help you now to have the settings that you want for Cloud Shell. Here you have notifications where whenever you deploy resources and stuff like that, they'll tell you here if it succeeds or it failed. But then if you refresh this browser, it's going to go off. Now you can come here. I've already talked about the settings options that you will go here to do the changes. and stuff like that. You come here. Here, if you take a mouse over here, it says support and troubleshooting. This is where you want to gain support from Microsoft environment. You can get access from Microsoft Azure community. You can also have some documentations to read about from this tab. Then here, this is where you want to give feedback. Whatever challenges you are facing with some features, with some applications and stuff like that, you can put in here, give feedback here, where Microsoft, they are going to respond to this feedback. It's going to help them as well to improve this Azure portal environment. Now, if you come over here, you will see here on the left-hand side, you will see here, these are favorite features that are already available here. If you click on the home tab, it's going to give you those same favorite information, storage account, and these are already available by default when you log in here. You want to see more services, you can click over here to see more services. When you click over here to see more services, you can search for whatever thing you want to search for. This is a search bar, or you can come over here and you search what you want to. You can search for Azure SQL from here. Azure SQL, then you will see here Azure SQL. You click here and then you will go further from here. There are many different Azure resources that you can, other services that you want to deploy, you can search from it. Here you see here all services. This all services tab, it gives you all of those. It is kind of like a marketplace that it gives you all those services that it involves in Azure environment. And in each of those services, you can decide to bookmark those services at this end. These are the favorite services. And here you come here, all resources. This ones, it gives you the resources you've deployed in your environment. It gives you all those resources you've deployed in your environment and its features. And if you want to create a resource group, you can also do that here. Here, and it tells you that favorite tab, right? If you click here on this favorite tab, this is all what you have. And as I mentioned earlier, all services that it gives you, or it takes you to the marketplace, then you can come to the home tab. You can also go to the dashboard. If you have dashboard to monitor your environment and stuff like that, those resources you've added into your dashboard. And then back to this home page. So here, since this is a new account, just log into this account and I give permission to the main account, I will be able to create resources from this area. And what else? I think that is it. So if you come back here to the left-hand side, you can equally look at, if you come here, you will see, you can go to your view account, you can see your account and stuff like that. You can sign into a different account, you can switch directory, and then by the default, we have this default directory right here. So that's it for these sessions. If you learned something from this, see you in my next video and let me know if there is something you want me to talk about. Thank you.